Hey y'all, man, I bought this truck. This is a 2021 Peterbilt. I bought it, well, I've had it for a month and a day now, through Pedigree truck sales. You know, it's an old Prime truck. I believe it used to haul reefer, if I'm not mistaken. Has 500,000 miles on it, and it still has a year left on the warranty. So I was just gonna run you guys through the process of buying a truck through Pedigree, you know, Prime truck sales. And dude, it was painless. It was, well, I won't say painless, you know, buying anything this big, this much money involved was kind of a pain. But Pedigree truck sales, man, they're a little different than most. And this is my 4th truck, so this isn't my first rodeo. But this is the newest truck I've ever owned. I usually buy an old piece of crap and just, you know, keep it running. But nowadays, man, you just can't do that. Everything's computerized. I was looking for a glider. This was what I really wanted, an old Detroit, you know, 12.7 Freightliner Coronado. But man, dude, they cost as much as this truck. They're 15 or 18 years old, and they've got 1.5 million miles on them. Everything I was looking at. So I decided to pull the trigger and spend, it was $57,000 for this rig. And I bought it through Pedigree. And let me tell you, man, those guys, I really believe in their process. I mean, Prime buys brand new trucks. They spec them out the way they want them. They're not cheap trucks. They don't buy the cheapest crap out there. And they're spec'd pretty nice, man. It has an APU on it. That's like a $10,000 option. It's got a bull bar up front, which a lot of the other trucks I were looking at didn't have, and I wanted to put one on anyway. So saved me 1,500 bucks just buying one already put on. I wasn't really sure about the PACCAR motor, you know, but I'm not sure about any of these new motors, man. They're all, but PACCAR, supposedly it's a 1 million mile motor, and we'll see. It's got 500,000 on it. Anyway, Pedigree. This is unique to Pedigree and not other truck sales, which is one reason I decided to go with them. First off, the price was right. This was nearly a $200,000 truck, brand new. I got it for less than 60. Other dealerships had basically the same trucks. Actually, I think they are the same truck, because Prime goes through a lot of trucks and they all look like they were spec'd the same. APUs, bull bars, ultra loft, you know, 579 Peterbilts. This was $10,000 cheaper than anybody else, $20,000 cheaper than some of them. The truck was super clean when I got it. I mean, it was immaculate. It was spotless. They had this long list, or this detailed list they go through, Pedigree does, when they put a truck up for sale. This one had a bunch of stuff they fixed, minor things like, you know, the bracket, or what do you call it, a closet door was broken. It had this paperwork, which I'll show you part of it, they sent me. Tells you everything that has been done to this truck since the day they purchased it. This was like 40 pages long. You can't really read it or anything, man. But they email you this, and I went through it, man. It took me days to go through it. I wanted to know exactly what was wrong with this truck, you know, because I'm paranoid like that. And exactly all the maintenance they've done to it. When did they change the oil? How often did they put windshield washer fluid in it? All that stuff is in here, and it's a full-on report. Pedigree will send you one of these for free. If you're interested in one of their trucks, say, hey man, call them up. Call Max, that's my guy. He really treated me well. Say, hey, send me the report on, this is the VIN number, and he'll email you, or I guess you could do a couple of them. And you could just go through it and see everything that's been done to that truck, if it's had any major issues, whatever. This one, the biggest thing it had was a front blowout. It tore the fender up and the headlight and everything, but it's all been fixed. So I can't even tell where they fixed it at. Actually, I can if I look really close, but they did a good job. Another thing, this truck, 2021s were notorious for having bad cams, PACCAR motors, that just bad from the manufacturer. And they know this, and they checked it out. They spec'd it. I don't know how they do it, but they checked out the cam. It was bad. They replaced it free of charge, you know, before they put the truck up for sale. They weren't going to sell me a piece of crap truck that's going to break down 50,000 miles down the road. And in the process, I think they changed the oil pump because, you know, metal shavings. You know, flushed it, of course, and checked everything else out. I mean, the motor isn't rebuilt, but it didn't need to be rebuilt. by putting that cam in, which is a pretty big deal, putting a cam in a big truck like this. I consider the motor rebuilt. I mean, they didn't roll in new mains, I don't think, but no, I know they didn't because it's not listed, because the old ones were good. But they mic'd everything out, spec'd everything out, and see, that's peace of mind for me, man. I know this motor's good for another 500,000, 750,000 miles before anything major comes up. Maybe a turbo before then, probably a turbo, because of this damn, you know, DEF pollution control stuff. But that's another thing. They go through and clean all the filters. You got 3 different filters, your SCR, I don't know. There's 3 big filters in your one box down there. Except they don't call it a one box on a Packer, but whatever. They go through all those, they clean them, they flush them out, they put them in. They're not brand new, but they test them, and there's a chart in there that shows you their flow tolerances. They were 1.0 or something like that. Basically new. So yeah, dude, Pedigree, they do a lot of stuff that nobody else does, that, as far as I know. For, you know, peace of mind, if you're a new owner operator buying a truck, man, the last thing you need is an expensive repair within 6 months when you buy this thing. Because, dude, it's expensive to buy a truck. It's not just your money down and getting it out of the lot. It's just your tags, your $22.90. It's just, you guys know it probably cost me $5,000 or $6,000. No, I know it cost more than that. Probably $8,000 or $9,000 after I left the lot to make this truck roadworthy for my outfit to roll. So anyway, Pedigree, man, I'm scatterbrained. I really liked the process. I mean, after this, I'm going to show you some video and stuff, but it gave me peace of mind that no other outfit did. I mean, before I picked up this truck, I was looking hard at a freight shaker, which, you know, it's a Freightliner, whatever. It was a good price. It was a nice truck. It was 1 year newer for the same price, but it was a Freightliner. No APU, no bull bar. And nobody had gone through that truck like this truck had been gone through. Prime uses super singles on their rigs, and which is fine if you're a fleet, but as an owner operator, man, you don't want those. So they put 10 brand new tires on it, you know, name brand, they're not off brand. I think this has Michelin's, and 8 brand new rims in the back, you know, all aluminum. They're not just aluminum on the outside. And they did a few extra things, put hubcaps and some chrome lug nuts, and, you know, just little things like that that just make the truck look good. They put some extra graphics on it, and, well, man, basically that's it, I guess. I'm bragging on Pedigree because I had a really good experience with them, and I feel really good about this truck, man. I know it's gonna make me money. Hell, it already has. I ain't bragging, but the kind of work I do special commodities. And man, we haul Motley Crue a stage for them, and just we do some weird stuff, and the money is good. So if you've got a lease, man, somewhere, and you can make some bucks, man, that's a Prime truck is a good truck. It's a good solid truck. Don't have all the owner operator specs, doesn't have all the whistles and bells, you know, like some trucks do, but the price is right, and dude, it's a solid truck, man. What can I say? Check out this. All right, this is a truck I bought, man. I've already put about 5,000 miles on it. I'm happy with it. But check out the price. That's what I paid for it. And these others I found in the area, Springfield, I think they're all Prime trucks, just with jacked up prices. Look at that, 72, 64. And they're all spec the same. I think they're all old Prime trucks, and they're just making a buck. Now, as far as Prime goes, man, I got a flight, flew in, because I was pretty sure I was going to buy the truck. I'd already gone over it pretty well, all that paperwork they sent me. And I took an Uber to Pedigree Truck Sales, which is right there at Prime. And Max took me over to the hotel. And it's a nice hotel, man. I mean, check this out. That's the shower. The room was super comfy. They had a bar, a restaurant, swimming pool. That's the full breakfast. I mean, not a continental breakfast, a real breakfast with manly meats and things like that. And this is the bar. Check out that bar right there. See where that beer bottle is? That's an ice bar. That's all refrigerated. That's snow on it or ice on it. And this gal made me a zombie because I've never had a zombie before, and I write zombie books, so she hooked me up. That's me and Max talk to Max when you call, and he will hook you up, man. He'll treat you right, hopefully as good as he treated me. And this is my book cover for my first book, Zombie Road. So hopefully not too long from now, man, if you see me flying down the road in this shiny new Pete, I'm going to have these big graphics on the side with, that's my book cover, you know, trying to pimp my books as I'm driving, because I drive all 48 in Canada. It's a big, giant rolling billboard for me. So if you do happen to see me at a truck stop or something, you know, stop in and say hey. If you like zombie books and trucker books, check them out. They're on Amazon. If you listen to audio books, some of them are already on YouTube. I'm working on getting the rest of them up there. So just search Zombie Road audiobook on YouTube or on Amazon, man, and check it out. Thanks, fellas. See ya. One last thing, man. Below in the description, there's a link to Pedigree Truck Sales. And man, if you're interested in a truck, those folks are worth talking to. Check them out. Have them send you the, you know, the printout on the truck so you can get a really good idea of what it's all about. And talk to Max. He'll hook you up.